Newforma Project Center helps our project managers in the contract administration function by being able to record our submittals when they first are received. An email was received by one of the engineers and they forward it to me, and then I file as from an Outlook email and continue the process that way. We can then record their responses and we can document the revisions by their comments, and then we can send an official response back to that vendor or the client or whoever it needs to go to.
We're oftentimes at the mercy of what either the client might be requiring, or maybe the construction manager or GC that we're working with may also be using. So what we're seeing now is it's not just Newforma that we might be using. There might be eBuilder being required by a client. There could be BIM 360 Fail being required. For us to be able to still have a single pane of glass in that dashboard and actually see our entire project and what is going on with that information transfer, that to us is actually critical, to see those very specific construction admin activities and actually be able to track on those individual bases.
Before we had Newforma, we used to use Expedition. And with Expedition, you really can't sort, you really can't find things easily. You'd get a report, but then you'd have to go here and you'd have to go there. With Newforma, a couple of clicks, and you have the information you need. So I love it.
Before Newforma, tracking RFIs and submittals were done through an Excel spreadsheet. The log, where they go, where they come, along with the use of transmittals. After Newforma came on board, the process was extremely simplified.
Since the early 80s, the workflow is always there, and we started to really using Excel spreadsheet. Until today, if one of my team members still telling me, I'm still using Excel spreadsheet, that's really gonna kill me. Because we definitely see the core strength of Newforma to managing the CA workflow, particularly on the RFI and submittal management. Because you will be able to see the document when it comes in, who touches it, and the reviewing order. Until today, we're still having a hard time to find a replacement almost to the mature levels like a Newforma out there.
It has saved us an incredible amount of time and streamlined our process. So it goes straight from being reviewed to being formalized and processed through the activity center for either a submittal or an RFI and returned to the contractor. It has cut down review time significantly and allowed us to track where everything is.
The thing that's interesting about the CA process is, particularly in Newforma, in my opinion, it's really based around best practices, right? So what happens is most people don't want to deal with the best practices of CA. But then they get halfway into CA and everything's a mess. So what we're really doing is meet with the teams right before they go into CA, actually a couple of weeks before they go into CA, and try to do it in a new way with Newforma.